Gary Kovacs, privacy is not an option, and it shouldn't be the price we accept for just getting on the internet. That's why we are here to discuss everything that we need to know about data privacy. Good morning! I am Teacher Erica, and I am Teacher Rona. And welcome to the Lower School TQA All In. Watching us live, Teacher Rona is our TQA community. Let us all welcome our viewers, the Lower School Q Kids. And for today's topic, we will talk about the most essential weapon of today's educational experiences, the data privacy. That's why, Teacher Rika, we have invited 3 teachers who will share their experiences and knowledge about data privacy. Without further ado, let us introduce our lovely guests for this morning. First, we have our very own mathematics teacher, grade 6 sardonics advisor, and the very sophisticated Teacher Wendy. Next, the lower school academic coordinator, the calm and composed Teacher Donna. Last, but definitely not the least, the Quantum Leap's chief moderator and one of the most dedicated teachers, Teacher Denise. Welcome, teachers. Welcome. Please have a seat. All right. Okay, teachers, hello. And tell me, how are you feeling today?
We're doing great. Glad you asked. And hello, everyone. Thank you for considering me as one of your guests today. And I'd like to take this opportunity to greet all the students and teachers watching us today. Hi, and hope everyone is doing well.
Yes. How about you, Teacher Wendy?
Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is safe and healthy. May we have a meaningful discussion for today.
Yeah, I think that is certain, all right? But how about Teacher Denise? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, thank you. Hello, Quantum Community. Thank you for inviting me. I'm so glad to be here, and I really hope that we could provide relevant information to everyone.
Yes, I think that is certain too, right, Teacher Rika? That's correct. I think we will be enjoying the entire day. That's true. And our live show. Yeah, I think our guests are now ready, but how about our viewers in their respective homes? That's all right, Teacher Rona. Let us also check how are they feeling at this very moment. You kids, please go to your chat box and click the send link for your feedback. Yes. And Rona, for our first poll. Yes, okay, we have the question, how do you feel at the moment? ATM. So we have choices, excited, happy, sad, or thankful. Let's see, teachers. Yes, you kids.
Fine.
Answer now in 10. Teacher, count with me, please.
Yes.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, wow! Look at that. Okay, I think most of our students are feeling excited and happy today. Wow. I think that is a really nice or positive feedback. Are you excited and happy because we don't have a class today? I hope that is not the case.
Maybe.
I guess with that, the viewers are now ready and set. How about the teachers?
We're ready.
If we're ready, then let's get the ball rolling.
Data breaches regularly expose millions of personal data records, which criminals use to commit fraud or identity theft. When a security breach results in a privacy failure, it's not just an internal problem. Laws like HIPAA and GDPR give data subjects the right to know what's happening with their personal information and impose stiff fines on organizations that fail to protect data privacy. So exactly what does it mean to protect data privacy? It means handling personal data with respect for confidentiality and anonymity. This applies to all data related to individuals, such as their names, birth dates, addresses, social security numbers, financial data, and medical records. Failing to ensure data privacy can cause lots of trouble. To protect data privacy, you need to understand what data you have, where it's located, and who can access it.
To help stay safe, you must take care to protect your own privacy and the privacy of others.
Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back, teachers. So to start, since we're going to talk about data privacy this morning, I think it's important for us to know first what data privacy really is, especially our viewers need to know about the topic. Now, we have our guests for today who will enlighten us about data privacy matter. Now, would you mind starting first, Teacher Wendy?
Yes, Teacher Erica. Data privacy generally means knowing when, how, and to what extent your personal information is shared with and communicated to others. It intends to protect your personal data from who should and should not have access to your personal information. That is why, Q-Kids, the Data Privacy Act of 2012 was created.
Exactly, Teacher Wendy. And I want to add, the Republic Act number 10173, otherwise known as the Data Privacy Act of 2012, is a law that seeks to protect all forms of information, be it private, personal, or sensitive.
And that's correct, Teacher Denise. Actually, DepEd has also given its own interpretation of the law, with its mandate to protect and promote the right to and access to quality basic education. DepEd collects various data and information, including personal information from various subjects using different systems through our school, the Quantum Academy Incorporated.
So you mean, Teacher Donna, that in the processing of this data and information, DepEd is committed to ensure the free flow of information.
Precisely the point, Teacher Rona. And that is required under the Freedom of Information Act, Executive Order Number 2, Series of 2016.
And to add to that, Teacher Rona, it also intends to protect and respect the confidentiality and privacy of these data and information as required under the Data Privacy Act of 2012, also known as Republic Act number 10173.
So with that, teachers, does it mean that we have the right to ask for any personal information that DepEd holds about us?
Yes, that is true, Teacher Erica.
Oh, I see, Teacher Denise. But how about if there's a need for a correction, if really necessary? Is it okay?
That's still counted, Teacher Erica.
Oh, great. Now I know, teacher. Wow. Teacher Erica, as you heard, our teachers here, viewers also, okay, they're well versed about this topic. But you mentioned earlier about personal information. I know some, but for the information of our viewers, especially the young learners, what do you mean by personal information? Anyone? Teacher Denise?
That's great. That is a great question, Teacher Rana. Well, personal information is specifically any information which can be linked to your identity, such as your name, your age, your home address, what else? Your birth date, and also your contact numbers. Yeah,
all right.
that's it.
If I may add, okay, what are those again?
Your name, your birth date, your home address, your contact numbers, and what else? I think that's it.
So again, Q-Kids, these are our personal information.
Yes.
So we will not just share these information to just anybody. It's ours. Okay. Yeah. How about Teacher Wendy? Would you like to add?
Well, in the context of education, when we say student data, it refers to any information or document that we teachers, school, DepEd, and other legitimate agencies collect or keep on individual students. This includes assessment tools, academic grade, report card, what else? Family information, their family information.
True.
Enrollment information, their non-academic and academic activity or achievement, and any other information or student information, making you readily identifiable.
Yes, and take note, for employees like us, teachers, our employee ID number is also a personal data.
Yeah, glad that you mentioned that, Teacher Denise. In fact, our personal data can also be found in all our instructional materials or resources, such as PowerPoint presentations, right? Xbooks, lesson videos, quizzes, and other materials.
Okay, so does it mean that without the consent of the teacher concerned, the students, our viewers, are not allowed to take a snapshot or a screenshot of any learning materials and post it elsewhere, like social media, Facebook, IG, stories, like that?
Good question, Teacher Rona. Actually, they can take a screenshot of our materials as long as they use it for personal use only.
Yes, personal use.
But for clarification, Teacher Donna, should they ask permission first from the owner of that presentation, especially to their teachers?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay, I hope our students have heard it well. I will repeat again. All the screenshots taken from your classes, you kids, are for personal use only.
Yes.
Okay? Now, thank you for that, teachers. We are just starting. Yes. So maybe we can have some time to relax. So now this time, let's check on our viewers, Teacher Rona. Yes. Q kids, here's a poll for you to answer. Are you aware of the Data Privacy Act of 2012? We only have 2 responses. We have yes, I am aware, and I have no idea. Let's see. What do you think the answers will be?
I think they're aware.
I'm confident. I'm confident that they are aware.
Yes, they are aware.
Oh.
To what
my
extent?
Transfers.
Yes.
I have no idea.
I think we have 89% for yes, I am aware. 90% now.
90%.
Hi, actually.
Oh my goodness, you're not sure? Okay, so 86%. All right, so when are we going to get a final? But anyway, it's just like around 80%.
It's still a good
Now it's
number.
76.
It's still a good number.
Okay. But at least, all right, most of our students are aware
Yes.
of this Data Privacy Act of 2012. So it means to say that a campaign that the school has been doing for ages, okay, has a positive impact, right? It is
Yes.
a success.
Yes.
Good to hear. So I think we already know what data privacy is. Then maybe, or I think there is also a need for our viewers to know the importance of data privacy. That's now, would you mind, Teacher Donna, starting? Why is there a need for our young learners, the viewers, to know about this data privacy?
Yes. It is important for young learners like you, our viewers, to learn about data privacy as early as now for your protection and safety. So please do not disclose any information about your school records with anybody, like your LRN. LRN stands for Learner's Reference Number, right, teacher?
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to flex your achievements in school through social media, as much as possible, please do not take a picture of your certificate or your report card, right? Some people do that to prevent the data from being misused by third parties for fraud, such as phishing scams and identity theft.
I'm sorry, Teacher Donna, but I think it's my first time hearing the word phishing. So you mentioned about these terms, phishing, scam, and identity theft. Can you please give us more information about these terms?
Yes, okay. So for our Q kids, we're not talking about the thing that you do during your free time.
I am thinking of that, sorry.
Yeah, it's spelled out as PHISING, phishing. So phishing and identity theft is a form of fraud, okay?
Wow.
It's a form of fraud. And when you say fraud, it is a crime of deceiving someone in order to get something. So in this case, they get your personal data.
I think that's very serious.
Yes, it's a crime. It's a crime.
Very serious.
That is really serious. So I think my kinder students really need to imagine our kids, if they don't have an idea about this matter, what will happen to them?
Yes.
Please guide them.
Yes.
Certainly, Teacher Rona. That is why they say in the age of information, ignorance is a choice.
Yes.
That alone speaks volume because teachers and kids, imagine if we are not guided by this law, we might end up with unimaginable consequences in the future. The more you know about it, the better you'll be able to protect yourself from a large number of risks, okay? So just like what Teacher Donna mentioned earlier, these data that we are exposing online are being misused by the third parties. And take note, identity theft is only one of the worst things that could happen to you.
Wait, there's more?
Yes, there's a lot more.
To tell you the truth, Teacher Rona, our viewers, there is a global black market existing across different countries.
Yeah.
Stolen data such as mobile phone numbers,
Oh,
email addresses,
yeah.
working IP addresses. When we say IP address, by the way, it is a unique address that identifies a particular device on the internet. What else? Your gaming account,
Yeah.
the username and the password you play. I mean, for the game you play, and other personal information. So, kids, always think before you click.
Wait a sec. Information overload. All right. Well, I think our viewers as well have a lot of information to digest.
Yes.
Yes, and I think it's time for us to have a break.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
We will be right back after this advertisement. That's a lot of information.
In this rapid age of technological advancement, cell phones and computers have become a common need. Internet and social media have paved the way towards easier and a more convenient access to online platforms. Consequently, this gives us the challenge to utilize it properly and wisely. Here are the 5 things that you should remember when going online. Number 1. Filter what you're sharing. Sharing is good, but not at all times, especially when it can harm any persons in any way possible. So as they say, think before you click. Number 2. Watch your language.
Señora, lo siento.
Not that one. Carefully choose your words when posting online. What you might believe to be fun and harmless might be offensive for others. And remember, fish are caught by its mouth. Number 3. Go for strong security. Strengthen your body as well as your passwords. One of the easiest ways to staying safe online is to improve your password protection. And don't forget, make it hard to get. Number 4. Check your sources. The internet is a library of information both factual and fictitious. Save yourself from being deceived by checking on multiple reliable websites before believing and sharing. When you have any pains, it's not always cancer. Number 5. Keep information as recent as possible. It is vital to see to it that the information you are getting is up to date. For what's true yesterday may no longer be true today. Remember, spoiled food are no good. With these netiquettes, we are looking forward to a safer and more secured online environment. As always, you are what you do, and what you do makes you who you are.
Welcome back to the lower school TQA All In. Wow, I like the energy, teacher. You're doing some energy. Oh, look, teachers! I think we have a question here from a very supportive principal, Teacher Nams. Say hi,
Hi, Teacher Nams.
Yes. Yeah. Teacher Nams, he is asking, how can we protect our data and how can we practice confidentiality? Anyone?
I think I want to answer that question. First of all, thank you for that wonderful question, Teacher Nem. That's a very good. Now, since we are having online classes, a lot of us have been spending more time online.
True.
And we are exposing more personal or so much personal data to the digital world. And so we need to learn not only what Data Privacy Act is, but also how to protect and practice confidentiality. Right, teachers?
Yes, Teacher Denise, to help you explain, here's a tip on how to stay safe online. As mentioned earlier, avoid posting personal data online.
Yes.
It is okay to pause, you kids, and think before posting and sharing with your community and with the world.
What a lovely tip, Teacher Wendy. Now, I think, kids, it's the time to reflect what informations do you post online. If you are guilty by any chance, I think this is your time to check on your accounts and start hiding and deleting these posts. You want to add, Teacher Donna?
Yes, to add to that, like what we have mentioned earlier, please avoid phishing. Okay, clickbait, chain mails, messages. I think most of us have received one once in a while. Yeah.
Developed for 10 years?
Yeah, correct. So if you are in doubt of the site that you have just opened, just close it. Better to be safe than sorry.
Yes, that's a great tip. Now, I want to add, teacher, that kids, be careful with what you store online and protect these files or documents with passwords. Again, since our school is fully online, I know that all of us, especially the teachers, have been utilizing online storages such as OneDrive, Google Drive, okay? Which is absolutely fine as long as we are always careful of what we store in it. And they are all protected with passwords. Now, keep everything safe because I'm not saying that your account might get hacked or will get hacked, but there might be a chance in the future that it will get hacked. So at least our privacy won't be compromised.
Yes.
And to add to that, visit reliable and safe websites. It is really important for us to identify reliable and safe sites to protect or to prevent rather identity theft or unsafe interactions online.
And if I may add, since we're just talking to our young learners from kinder to grade 6, right? And sometimes it's really hard for us to identify which is safe and which is not. So I think my advice is just for parents. Okay, I think you have to guide them because you have a big role as a parent to guide your kids, right?
Yes, Mr. Rana.
And in addition to that, please update your software regularly. Okay, I understand this is a bit annoying at times, but it is important to update our softwares regularly because it is important to your digital safety and cybersecurity. And the sooner you update, the sooner you'll feel confident that your device is more secure. So just bear with have patience.
I think they can relate.
Updating our software.
Yes, and sometimes
Their device, they are notified whenever computer is needed of updates.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
So when you are notified, please
click
update.
update.
Come on.
Yes, and okay, so again, kids, update your softwares. Now let's talk about selfies. Now, selfies. I know, everyone. I think each one of us are guilty about selfies. Now, selfies can be loads of fun, right, teachers? It's a load of fun. It can keep our memories forever. It keeps our memories forever, but they can also go very bad, particularly if certain guidelines aren't followed. Now, if you want to take a photo of yourself with no one else behind or no one else in the picture, by all means, go ahead. However, if someone else is in it, make sure that the other person is okay with it. You should ask permission.
Or blur.
Or blur them, If you don't know them, then...
Especially without permission.
Yes.
Right? Excellent, excellent. Very useful teachers. Now, again, it's time for us to relax, especially our teachers. I know they are very well versed, but of course they also need to think a little bit. Yes, to think. Okay, now, cute kids, here's another poll for you to answer. Now, on your screens, the third question: how often do you practice confidentiality? So we have here three responses. Okay, we have always, sometimes, or never. Okay, you may answer in 3, 2, and 1. Click your answer. Click the teachers. How about you? How often do you practice confidentiality?
Well, sometimes. To be honest.
Most of the time, I think. Most of the time.
But now,
Yes.
You're still answering teachers?
yes.
I think they're just being honest with always and
Be
sometimes.
honest, kids. Be
Especially
honest.
when this pandemic, I think we feel like we are obliged to share everything.
Yes.
But
We need to connect with other people as well.
yes, but I think we have to limit ourselves. We have to know the boundary.
Yeah, boundaries.
Share online. Have here.
Most of them said sometimes.
Sometimes.
Most.
We can
Don't
relate
worry,
to that.
even the teachers can relate to that.
Yes.
But at least now we know. It's not
Yes.
too late to learn.
Tomorrow, always.
Yes, I think.
Starting today.
Or after this show,
So,
they might
I think Teacher
practice.
Rika reminded you about deleting some posts.
Yeah. Screen
I
everything.
think that's it. Most of them teachers answered sometimes. And it's understandable.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
worry, again, later after the show, you can actually start doing it always. All
Yes.
the time.
Or all the time.
Alright. Well, I think I have a surprise for you. Yeah, okay. Before the show started, we have received a
Wow.
package.
Unboxing.
Do the unboxing, teacher.
This time, this is the very first time that we're going to have unboxing
During the talk show.
during a talk show. So are you ready?
Yes,
I
teacher.
cannot hear you. Are you ready, teacher?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what's inside of this box. Oh my goodness, I think there's a lot.
Money.
I need some. Just kidding.
What's the teacher?
You have a lot. Money. Kidding, no. Alright, but this is important than money, I think.
Yes, what's
Yes,
that?
as a teacher. Okay. But anyway, we have here a very small notebook. Okay, it says here school policy on child protection and anti-bullying.
Oh, that's
I think it is.
important.
Yeah, it belongs to like cyberbullying. It's also in here.
Child
Teacher Rika, are you familiar with this? Oh my God, I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with that handbook.
Yeah.
That is the most important handbook a quantum kid should read. Yes, not just the quantum kids, but also the quantum parents.
Yes.
The quantum teachers.
Everyone.
For protection. Teacher Rika, I have something to say to you, okay? What if we're going to challenge the teachers? Let's see how much they have learned about the quantum's policy on data privacy. I bet teacher Wendy here can answer the question for us. Okay. For how many years?
Yes. Okay, to answer to that, Teacher Erica, the school, Quantum, does not allow the students to share, post, or publish themselves or schoolmates on the web or internet other than the class Microsoft Teams or the Genu e-learning and the apps embedded or originally attached to these two official learning platforms.
Okay, but also since Teacher Wendy mentioned Genio, now we all have Genio accounts, right? Now in Genio, we can change or we are encouraging you to change the default password because there was a time, I think that was last week, one student cannot open his Genio account because he uses another password or another account of his classmate. So that's why the classmate, the owner of the account, cannot open his password because the Janyo password and the Janyo username is very generic, right?
Yeah, it's a pattern.
Yeah, it has a pattern.
The students and the teachers have the same password.
Yes, we all have the same password. So if you want to secure your Janyo account, if you don't want to face any problems about your Janyo account, then please change your default password.
Can they do that?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
If you want, the teacher, yes, there's advisor.
Your advisor.
Yeah, so going back about the
Quantum policy.
quantum policy, the handbook. I have a lot. Okay, now quantum does not allow the students to share, post, or publish any of their personal or family, even family data and information on the public web or internet, other than the class MS Teams, the Janyo e-learning, the class VR, Merge EDU, and the apps embedded or originally attached to these learning platforms. Yes.
Oh, speaking of class VR, since my hello kinder students.
Hi,
Kinder, you're watching, teacher. How about my grade 6 students there?
Thanks for dawning.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Grade 1 to
My
grade
time,
6.
all right? So just the ones using the class VR. Okay, but don't worry, kids. Okay, your class VR, like information you put there. Okay, those information are safe. Right?
Yes, of
Yes.
course.
Okay, so no worries about that. And how about Merge EDU, teacher? For the Merge EDU, I think most of my students are using that application. Okay. So you should only use official email address, or in signing up, you should only use the school's given email address.
Yes.
So if it's not given by the school, please stop or avoid signing up multiple accounts.
Yes.
As much as possible, use only one.
All right. So going back to the our
policy? You have
quantum
another-
policy.
wow.
Let's have another one. So third is quantum does not allow the students to share, post, or publish videos or photos about or involving themselves or any schoolmates on the public web or internet. Without the official consent forms of their own parents and the parents of the students involved in the video or presentation. So that's why we require the consent form before posting the virtual presentation. Like what we will have this coming
The graduation
16?
teacher.
Yeah,
Tomorrow,
September
teacher.
16, right?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
September 16.
The recognition?
Yes,
Oh,
teacher.
yeah. And for the past virtual presentations of the graduating classes, yeah, we require the consent form. So without the consent form, your photo or any personal information of yours won't be posted on the
Yeah,
internet.
it should be followed also by our viewers and the parents as well.
Yes.
And I think to give you an idea, okay, before the pandemic hits us, okay, I think Quantum is very well known about securing the data, the information that we have for our students, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Security.
I remember before, like there were some posts on each corner. It says that you're not allowed to capture anything. Right?
Correct.
So the students are not allowed to bring cell phones, of course. So they're not allowed to take pictures of classroom, of their classmates, anyone. Okay, anything. And the classroom is really commendable on that part.
Yes. Like that.
And speaking of that, as you notice, kids, okay, our school, they don't have to prove anything to the world.
Yes.
You notice we don't have any tarpaulins
Correct.
right outside of our school because we don't have
page.
to.
Yes, and also public Facebook page.
Yeah, but it is okay as long as they will ask permission to someone that is concerned or one na dapat concerned nun.
Yes.
Yes.
Teacher. Because maybe they might be wondering why are other schools practicing that, right? Like their virtual graduation are posted on Facebook. Well, I think maybe the school asked for permission of the students and also the parents. Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. We have the YouTube virtual
Yes,
presentation
the
too.
YouTube.
Yes. But it's not forever there. And even us teachers, the school or teacher names ask permission before posting our photos.
Yes,
For the
before
poster of this
for
time.
this talk show.
Okay.
Teacher Rana, Teacher Erica, and the viewers. Lastly, to add to that, Quantum does not allow the students to share, post, or publish any written works or lesson outputs, such as literary works, their artworks, what else? Compositions, inventions, research works, projects, and etc. to the public, again, without the official consent form signed by the parents.
Yes.
Okay, Teacher Rika, I think they accepted the challenge and they exceeded my expectations of them. So let's give them a round of applause. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Here, teachers, viewers, young learners, okay, our teachers here explained well the Quantum's policy on data privacy. Right, Teacher Rika? Yes, that's correct. But in addition, we prepared a video presentation for you to watch. Now, cute kids, let's watch this video that will help you protect your personal information. Here it is.
In today's generation, many people, even at a very young age, are already engaged in the online world like the social media. Though some may not like to think so, but social media plays a huge role as the responsible use and internet censorship. Here are 5 important things that we should not do to protect not only ours, but also others' data privacy when engaging online. Number 1. Do not give comments or upload pictures or videos that can harm you and other people. Number 2. Do not upload or share videos or pictures of people without their permission. Number 3. Do not insult people you know or those you do not know. Respect begets respect. Number 4. Do not discuss private or personal matters on Facebook or online. Let confidential information stay private. Number 5. Do not post your address or your phone number. Criminals are finding easy targets on social media, especially on Facebook. In a digital world where information is always at our fingertips, and as a society, we tend to want to share everything about our lives on social media. It may be tempting to think that nothing bad will happen, but it is always best to be cautious.
Welcome back. So we are near at the end of our live show. Teachers. What about your energy? Okay, now, since we are near the end of this live show, that's why you're sad because we are very Corona. Maybe our viewers, our young learners, still something or has something on their minds. Now maybe we can open our Q&A portion for them. Now, cute kids, feel free to type your questions for our teachers, lovely teachers here to answer. Okay, I think we have a new question. All right. Okay, I'm going to read the first question from, I think he was my student before. Yes, okay. Yuki asked, what does per ardua ad alta mean? Anyone? Teacher?
I'll take the question because I think I should. All right. When you say per ardua ad alta is a Latin phrase that means greater heights are achieved through hard work. Okay, again, greater heights are achieved through hard work. I should know.
We should know. So there is no shortcut to success.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Only through hard work.
I think we have one more question. Let's see. Okay, here, teachers. How will you know that the site is safe or not safe? Any helpful tips, teachers?
I think I can answer that. Teacher Erica. Well, the best recommendation that I can offer is to browse smart. That means you ought to double check the URL of your banking accounts, or banking websites, social networking sites, and email sites before you log in. Also check for HTTPS
Not the
Instead,
teacher.
instead of HTTP, by the way, HTTPS stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. So from the name itself, okay, from the name itself, secure, so that's the secure version of HTTP.
Of a website.
Yes. Now, if the site is still using HTTP, that means the site is unsafe. Yes.
Secured.
Yes, not secured and unverified from, or unverified
Or
from,
prone
yes.
for identity theft
Yes.
and phishing.
I want to add, Teacher Wendy, about HTTP and HTTPS, the difference between the two. For example, let me give an example. For example, your online banking, your online banking, and then the site is only HTTP. Now, in HTTP, when the hacker will access that site, when you type in your password, for example, your password is ABC123. Now, the hacker will also see ABC123.
The hacker can see your password.
Yes, but if we use HTTP with S or HTTPS, okay, now when you type in your password ABC123, the hacker will see any or other random codes or random letters. For example, you type in ABC123, the hackers will see HW3456, like it's not the exact what
So
you have
they're
typed
gonna
in.
they're gonna get mislead.
Yeah, because basically in HTTPS, the data shared between you and the website is encrypted. So that's what we mean by encrypted sites. Okay.
In addition, teachers, for educational websites, we should also visit those websites that are not easy to edit, right? There are websites that are easy to edit, such as Wikipedia.
Yes.
So in doing researches, we should consider the websites that are safe and protected.
And guess what are those sites, sure? What are those sites like?
Like, I can give one for science since I'm teaching science.
Yes.
You can actually use sciencedaily.com or .news. That is a reliable source.
Yes, sure. And also the .gov,
Yes.
.edu,
But you still have to check the content because students
reliability.
are just putting in their
Copy
thoughts
paste.
there or their opinion there.
yeah.
So it's like Wikipedia. You can't really be
Base your-
certain that the content
Information
is reliable.
are reliable. So you need to weigh down first. Yes,
Of course, and I think that is really easy for our quantum kids. Remember,
Yes, they know
what
that.
the teacher when they said browse smart.
Browse smart.
Yeah, our quantum kids are smart.
Yeah.
Yes, true.
I think we have a question here. Another question from a student named Georgia. Hello,
Wow.
Georgia.
Hi, Georgia.
Yeah, she asked, "What if they hacked Teams and so everyone
Or every
or every
process.
process?" Teacher. I
Okay.
think Teacher Charity mentioned this one before.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's it actually cannot be hacked because only TQA manages it.
Yes.
So and we have a very competitive team.
And also teachers, I think Quantum will not use Microsoft Teams if it is unsafe
Yes.
or if
Precisely.
reliable or protected by any means.
And we have login verifications, right?
Yes,
So
A lot of
how to
verification.
double-
Or cell phone number.
But we advise not to access your team's account
Just
anywhere else.
Yeah, in the
Just
internet
use
shops.
the usual gadgets that you use for it.
As much as possible. Again, Georgia, to answer your question, it cannot be hacked. Okay? Because the TQA is the one manages it. Alright?
We are managing it.
To our Teacher Donna mentioned that you should not log in your accounts to any other devices. Like for example, you don't have a choice and you went to the computer shop or internet shop. Now, if you log in your account in the internet shop, you have to delete all the history.
Yes.
Cookies. Okay, yeah, cookies.
Yeah.
A lot of
Cache.
make sure you logged out.
I tried that one teacher actually. But, Teacher Charity directly sent a message because she was able to see that I tried to open another account from a different device. From an internet shop. And sorry for that. Now I've learned from that.
Yes.
Teacher Charity can see everything what you guys are doing. But don't worry. Okay? Teacher Charity is very reliable. She is very into the privacy of every.
She's an expert. Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
I think
You have
we will
other?
take one more question.
Sige. There's a lot, I think.
Wow, I like it. I think our students are very
Attentive.
attentive.
Yes.
Yes.
You have a lot of questions.
Here from someone, I will not mention his name. Do the people who steal your identity I'm sorry, let's have first the other one, the first one. Can you share to us your personal experience that reminds you that data privacy law is existing?
Let's see.
Teacher Donna, you want to share?
I want to share my
Okay, Teacher
I
Wendy.
like it.
Yes, I often receive email from SSS
Yes.
Security
Service.
Service that reminds me of their official sites and email, and I think that's a good I think that's a good thing.
Yes.
I think it's
Yes.
social security system. I think I don't. Yeah.
Social security
Social security system.
Rather. Sorry for that. Okay, and for me, I am always reminded of data privacy every time we look at the information of our students at the beginning of the school year, because we really need to look at it for more information that we key in our class records, for your school register, and sorts of stuff. And we don't really sometimes we get to see the details about your family and that, and we rest assured, parents and students, that all your details are
Never disclosed.
to others.
Yes. And also I want to add, ever since I've been practicing data privacy, but earlier I answered sometimes. Well, I practice data privacy in terms of when I'm uploading when I'm uploading something on social media, I don't upload anything on my Facebook like where I graduated or where am I working, those kinds of things. And also, I think the kids can relate to this, Teacher Rana. Remember the OMG games?
OMG.
Yes. The OMG games on Facebook. I think some of you are guilty. Well, those kinds of websites, or even though it's just a game, it's fun because sometimes they can predict when are you getting married, when will you die, when are you having babies, those kinds of things. Now, that's fun, but sometimes, Teacher Donna, right, they are just
Getting your information.
You're just getting
information.
Yes, it can be fun, but avoid participating in those kind of games because that's not safe, kids.
Yes.
Especially if they're asking your surname, your parents'
Maiden name.
Your crush's name.
Yeah, your crush's name. Sensitive. That's too sensitive. It's sensitive information and should not be shared online.
They are basic information, but
Very
sensitive.
Yes.
That's right. If I may add, okay, I think nowadays all of us are having, GCash.
Yes.
GCash number, and I think on social media, especially in Facebook, they're posting their GCash number to get some,
Money.
like asking coin
For donation.
Okay, and related to that one, okay, we have to be very careful with our OTP.
Yes.
Is that right? We are not allowed, okay, to share our OTP number to anyone else.
Yes.
That's really, really important. They can get our money from our GCash bank or something like that.
Yes, sure. Yeah, I saw, because we've seen something on Facebook, like, there's a girl recording herself because someone is calling her that they need her OTP number. So do not give in your OTP number because those are hackers, and no online, or for example, the Metro Bank, they will not call you to ask for your OTP number. There's no such thing. So be careful.
For our parents.
Yeah, for parents.
And our students will have their accounts too.
Yeah, you'll never know how
Okay,
much
well,
is in their
that's it.
account.
Now we have another question. Okay, so Teacher Rika, will you please read the question? Okay, let's see. Dear teachers, do the people who steal your identity online abuse it? I've seen it in games. Okay, so I think that's the last question that we will cater to kids.
Okay.
So maybe who can
Donna.
start?
Okay. I think there are many possible outcomes for this, but they might steal, and they might really steal your identity and use it for scamming,
Yes.
phishing, and cyber attacks. For example, they could be your poster. That's what they
Poster, yes.
to ruin your reputation.
And also
So
in
that's bad.
games, their accounts share.
Especially if you're a gamer, in games you can have multiple accounts. Right? So there's a chance that that person will use your account, like a poster. Maybe teacher Donna mentioned that one.
Yes.
Yes. I hope we answered your questions. Well, we tried our best. Okay. Well, finally, we reached the end of our live show. I believe that you have gained the knowledge about data privacy. So, my takeaway for these teachers, viewers, okay, I think we should think not just once, not even twice.
Not even twice.
But yeah, you have to think thoroughly of what we are sharing to the world on social media, Facebook, IG, whatever. Because we don't know that this information or data that we're sharing online might be used against us.
Yes.
So it's better to be safe than sorry. Right?
Correct.
As for me, I believe that the value of personal information is really equivalent to life. So we must learn to value it and protect it. Remember, cute kids, privacy is everyone's responsibility. If you don't take good care of your personal information, then who will, right?
Yes.
How about you, teachers? Would you like to add?
Okay, that's very well said, Teacher Erica. Now, I just want to mention again what I've said earlier, that in the age of information, ignorance is a choice. Now, we had a talk show. Everything is being laid down to you, every information that you need to know about data privacy. Now, it's your turn and it's your time to practice and protect your data and practice confidentiality.
Wow. I like that one. Ignorance is a choice. Okay,
Yes.
how about you, Teacher Wendy?
I would like to end this discussion with a quote from Jesus de Vries. If you exchange information internationally, you must strengthen data protection. Those are two sides of the same coin.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if our kids are familiar with her. Enola Holmes?
Yeah.
Enola Holmes. It says in that movie that mother believed privacy was the highest virtue and the one most frequently violated. And I couldn't agree more. So nowadays that everything is so accessible and shareable, we have to be extra careful in protecting our privacy. So we won't put our identity at stake.
Yes.
That's correct. Thank you very much, teachers. I enjoyed the live show. How about you, kids? Thank you very much to all our guests for today, and of course to you, our viewers. Always remember, privacy is power. And what people don't know, they can't ruin. We're the hosts for today's live show. I am Teacher Erica. And I am Teacher Rana. And our guests today, thank you so much. And this is the Lower School TQA All In.